we need to go to over-under and finish this show pretty soon. So let's do it. Over-under, and then we'll wrap up the Super Chats.
All right, let's do it. So,
I beat your ass 2 weeks ago.
You did.
Beat your ass 2 weeks ago. I was so happy, man. I'll whoop that ass. Let's go.
You did. You know what? You did. And you want to know what the best part of this whole thing is there are times that when you do over-under that we have been, just by picking whatever, has been so close. 2 of them happened last week or 2 weeks ago. Jordan Mason, over-under 65.5 rushing yards. You said like under, 64. I said over. You got 64.
So
and
funny.
then we had over Purdy. Or under. Well, that one too, but over or under, I think 70.5 rushing yards for Seattle. They got like 70 on the nose.
That was great.
It was good.
I love that. Yeah, nice.
It was good.
I was tweeting at you during the game, like, there's another one. There's another one. Anyway, keep going.
Yeah, you got me. You definitely got me. That was a good one. All right, let's jump into it.
All right.
Over or under 230.5 passing yards for Brock Purdy this week.
Over or under 230 for Brock? Over. I know he hasn't done it yet. I don't think he's done it yet, but I think this will be the week. I mean, the Raiders are waving the white flag. I don't think the Niners are going to go easy on the Raiders. I think they're going to put up 40 on them. They could. So, I think over.
Okay.
Yeah.
This one's close. I don't know if he has either. If he has, it was last week. Barely. Man, 230.5.
Disagree with me. Disagree. That went well for you 2 weeks ago. Disagree with me.
I'm going to go under, and not because of Brock Purdy, but because I think they're going to run a ton this game too. Okay?
They could.
Brock Purdy can do it, but not this week. All right.
Okay.
Over, under. Let's change this one. Over, under 150.5 rushing yards for this offense.
Under.
Okay.
No Mitchell. I don't know where Mason's at. I'm not a big fan of Ty Davis Price. Debo's not back yet. I think they're going to be passing in this game.
Okay.
Although they do have Max Crosby, and I know Kyle Shanahan really respects him. Maybe they're going to win. I just don't think they have the horses to run that much. Maybe they will. Under.
Is Chandler Jones healthy, or I don't even know if he's in the league anymore.
Does it even freaking matter? I mean, they're gonna lose.
No, I know. I'm just curious.
Yeah, I don't know. No, he was the one that had the intercepted Jacoby Myers the other couple weeks ago. He was the one that, remember?
Oh yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
That was him.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. Okay,
that was great.
That was great because Mac Jones got manhandled. Okay, I'm gonna go over.
Okay.
All right, that's 2 differences. Okay, yeah. Kittle's been on an absolute tear, Grant. Over under 0.5 touchdowns this week for George Kittle. Does he score?
Over. Purdy looks for him. Purdy gets the ball down the field. That's legit. Over. Imagine if Kittle could have played his whole career with Brock Purdy.
You know what's interesting about Kittle, though? All of his touchdowns have been long touchdowns. It's not like they're getting to the red zone and then going his way. It's like he's breaking one or he's busted coverage wide open. Man, the Raiders are a freaking dumpster fire. I'm going to go over as well. I can't go under on that one.
Thank you. You can absolutely see Kittle running through there. They don't want it, man. And you got to actually be physical to tackle Kittle. And I feel like the last few weeks we see people being like, you know what? You can score.
Yeah.
You know what? I just missed that tackle.
Yeah, it's atrocious. Okay, over under 8.5 touches for Ty Davis Price this week.
Man. Wow.
Is he smaller than what you thought? He's smaller than what I thought. He doesn't look as physically imposing as what I expected him to look like.
Under? I'd like to think Jordan Mason can get back into the freaking rotation. Like, how do you bench a running back averaging like 6 yards a carry for a guy who's averaging 2? I would hate
he hurt,
to think.
Though?
I don't know. That's a good question.
He's got the hamstring, and then he hurt his knee on the first play.
Did he not play special teams in the game? So he was healthy enough to run down the field.
Did he stay in? I didn't pay attention. Did he stay in? I don't remember.
Yeah, he stayed in. They said it was a knee scare. He was healthy enough to play. I would hope the answer is less under, but it's gonna be over, isn't it? You picked him to go over 150, so I think you're going to say over.
I just don't know what they're going to do with it. Why don't they like Mason? I don't understand it. It's so frustrating. And he's so much better than TDP.
It's got to be halitosis. It's the only thing I could think of. Not that he has it. I'm just saying, like, it's got to be something irrational. Maybe.
I'm going to go over as well. Yeah, I mean, not as well. I'm going to go over. That's another difference for us. I think he's going to get 9 touches at least. And for some reason, they gave him the ball much earlier in the game than they would have ever with Mason. Why? It doesn't make any sense.
Because he averages 2.5 yards a carry. You got to get that guy involved as soon as possible.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah. Without that, you're not winning. Okay.
Got to have that.
Over under 0.5 turnovers for this offense. Do they turn the ball over?
I'm going to say yes because they're going to.
Because TDP fumbles?
Yeah, no, just because it's not going to be their most sharp performance. I mean, they could put up 40 in their sleep, but they know the Raiders are terrible and tanking, and they know they're in. I just think maybe they have I mean, the dude threw a pick last week, right?
He did.
So, yeah, over. That's the thing about Brock. He will turn the ball over, even though he's a playmaker.
He'll give you he hasn't been turning the ball over a ton, but he will give you chances for sure. I just don't know if the Raiders can take advantage of him, and I don't know if he'll give them chances because they're that awful and people will be wide open all over the field. I'm going to say no turnovers. 49ers don't turn the ball over.
Man, I'm going to kill you.
If I get my ass kicked for 2 weeks in a row, Grant, I don't know how I'll take this.
That's the real reason you went to Dominican Republic, is you weren't trying to run it back last week. You knew what happened and you were nervous. You were scared.
Yeah. Okay. It's a smart move by me, by the way. Very, very veteran move. All right. You know what I did? Is I calculated how many losses, if I lost out the rest of the season, could you catch me? And as long as I missed a week, you couldn't. The best you can do is tie. So I went to the Dominican Republic. Veteran move.
40 move. That's 40 chess. All right.
Yep. All right. Defense. Over or under 2.5 sacks this week.
Oh, over. Oh, Jared, good luck. Jared Stidham, good luck. Over.
For a guy that you like, if you want to see how good he is in the future and he's your guy, you brought him over from the Patriots like McDaniels did. This is the worst situation you could put him in. Why would you do this to him? He's going to get mauled this game. Absolutely mauled. Yeah, it's going to be bad. Yes, well over 2.5 sacks. Okay. Over or under 210.5 passing yards given up?
Under. Jared Stidham. Can't wait. Under. Woo! Oh my God.
Man.
It's going to be like 97 passing yards that they give up. 98. 210. How'd you come up with 210? Where did that number come from? You could have said
not a lot of yards.
62. I would have been like under.
62.5 passing yards under. Could you imagine? All right.
Be bad, dude.
I'm going to go under as well. All
right.
Okay. Over or under 75.5 rushing yards. Jacobs has been playing good.
That's
now.
a good question. And the Niners run defense is great. They definitely don't. They generally don't give up a lot of rushing yards, and they know that they can't pass. They're going to stop the run. I still think that's a good one. I don't know. It's possible they won't even get 70 rushing yards in this game, man. Under. What are they going to finish the game with? Like 2 under. I don't know how. Somehow they're going to have under 7.
They don't even get to 200 offensive yards.
No.
Jared Stidham's going to have 1 rushing yard, and that's going to give him 76. I'm going to go over. I'm going over. All right. Over under 1.5 forced turnovers for the defense.
Over. They might score a touchdown.
What if Stidham is
He's not.
Just comes in and looks amazing?
He won't.
Could you imagine?
Hey, it could happen. He could be the next Brock Purdy.
Maybe. The next Bailey Zappi. Okay. I'm going to go over as well. This team's so bad. Okay. Over or under 1.5 touchdowns given up by the defense.
Under. Kidding. Under 1.5. No. They're not. The Raiders are not scoring 2 touchdowns on offense against the Niners defense. Not happening. Not happening. I don't care that they have Devontae Adams. Don't care. No. Absolutely not.
You know what? I'm going to go over. They're going to give up because here's what's going to happen. The 49ers are going to be resting their players in the fourth quarter, a big chunk of them. And in garbage time, they're going to pick up a touchdown.
Smart.
Over.
Smart.
I'm a thinker.
I like it.
That's why I went to the DR.
Okay. Are we done?
That's it.
Wow. Well, it felt good to win again. That was a very good competition. You brought your best.